Hey everybody, and welcome to Worth a Buck, where I'm going to take some of the most popular Dollar Tree items, test them out for you guys, and let you know if they're really worth that dollar. If you want to see what I'm reviewing today, just stay tuned. Alright you guys, today we're going to talk cosmetics. It's been a little while since we've talked makeup on a Worth a Buck, but I wanted to do that today, and I am featuring the little eyeshadow trios from Beauty Benefits. We're going to talk about these today, find out if they're really worth that dollar. You can see here that I do have two of the little trio palettes. The first one over here is in the shade Evening, and then this one here is in the shade Vamp. You can see that marked clearly right there on the outside of the box. First of all, let's talk packaging, shall we? The packaging on this product is exactly what I would expect for just $1. Check this out. If you hold it upside down, look at there. Can you tell? It came right open because it doesn't actually clasp. That right there can be a little bit of a negative when you're traveling or have this in a cosmetic bag, because obviously it has a lot of risk and potential of opening up and then your shadows getting messed up. So not extremely thrilled about that. I love the sleek look of the packaging, but just don't like how it's a little on the flimsy side. But then again, we're talking just $1, so that's pretty much what I would expect. The second thing that I'm not excited about this packaging with is that nowhere on here does it give you the color name. I'm not talking about individual color names, because a lot of times when you buy a little trio or quad, the colors will not have individual names, but nowhere on here does it even have the palette name. So unless I get my own little label, which I will do, then I would not remember which is which. So if anybody were to ever ask me in the future, I'd have no idea of which was which. So I will have to find a way to put my own little label on here. So that is another little bit of a disappointment with the actual packaging. But now let's talk product. I'm not going to go into an extreme amount of detail concerning the quality of these powders, because I did feature this Evening palette in last week's first impression video, and I gave you a lot of detail about how I felt about whether it was too powdery or not powdery enough, whether it was smooth, easy to blend, and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to want to watch that first impressions video to get the full detail of all of that. But for today's video, I want to do the swatches for you to show you what kind of color payoff that you can expect from these little trio sets. So first of all, we're going to start with some clean fingers, and I'm going to do the swatch on my wrist here with nothing except just skin. So that is the Evening palette, and you can see, just like we talked about in that first impressions video, there is not a huge amount of color payoff with the first swipe, and it does blend away. Look at that. See how it just kind of blends away? Now that is a positive with these, because they are very blendable, but it also is a little bit of a negative in the fact that you have to use a little bit more to actually build up to the color you're looking for. This Evening palette made a beautiful, beautiful look, and you will see this in that first impressions video. So this is what it looks like just by itself. Now I'm gonna apply some of this Milk Pencil from NYX, as though we were going to use this as an eyeshadow base to show you the different look you can achieve if you do have a base underneath it. Because with any eyeshadows, whether it's the Beauty Benefits or any eyeshadows that you're using, you will be able to deepen those by using a nice either eyeshadow primer or a base such as this Milk base. So we're going to do it again right on top of that. And look at the difference. Can you see that? Wow. Much, much deeper using it up underneath or on top of that Milk base. So look at how you can build that up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now let's swatch that other palette and do the same thing. All right, this one is the one called Vamp, and I can already see that two of these in here are a shimmery shadow. There's only one matte in here, and even that matte is like a silky matte. This one over here had two mattes and one shimmer. So keep that in mind when you're looking for your shadows. Not everybody likes to have that on their eyes as far as the shimmer. But let's do the swatches without the base first. Ooh, beautiful colors on that one. Look, those are much more pigmented than that evening palette, and I love those shades. Those shades are perfect for my skin tone. Cannot wait to do a look with these. Now we're gonna apply our milk pencil, and we're gonna do the very same thing. And if it looks that beautiful without this milky base, I can only imagine what it's gonna look like with it. So here we go. Very, very pretty. Can you guys see? Now I actually think I'm liking the look of this palette without the milky base better than with the milky base, but that's just a personal preference. The milky base definitely helped the evening palette, but this one kind of has a prettier look without the white underneath it. You can see a little more of the gold sparkle in there. So very pretty though. One thing that it looks like I am noticing, and let me try that again. There still is a little sparkle under there, but whenever I look at this swatch compared to this swatch, it looks as though this is going to be one of those type of shadows that once you get past that first layer of sparkle, the sparkle kind of diminishes. Not sure if you can tell that or not. This one here is really, really sparkly. This one not so much. Here again, you've got a little bit of a two-tone kind of metallic look to it, but it definitely has lost that sparkle. So that is one thing I don't like about shadows like that. You can see in the packaging how beautiful and sparkly it looks over here, but once we dig down past that first layer of glitter, the glitter's kind of gone. That I don't like. If I'm gonna have a glitter shadow, I want it to be glittery all the way through. So, however, that's still a very pretty color. You just need to know that if you're getting it for the sparkle after the first use, you're not gonna have sparkle anymore. So that's something to keep in mind. Other than that though, I do love these shadows. I loved it the way they wore as well. I'll have a link for you down below. I did a whole vlog on the vlog channel. We checked in on this makeup all day long, about 3-hour intervals throughout the day to see how well this lasted. So I'm going to have that link for you down below. You can take a look at how it does wear over the long haul, because it's hard to tell from just a swatch how something is going to last or how it won't last. But overall, I am very happy with these products. A little bit disappointed that this is one of those illusional ones again, that the glitter is erased after the first use, but I have come to find that to be a common theme with most drugstore cosmetics. It's beautiful with all that glitter, but when you dig down just a little bit, the glitter fades. So that's pretty standard and to be expected, I suppose, especially for $1. But the colors are absolutely gorgeous. Cannot wait to do a look with this one. I'm gonna link for you that first impressions video. You can see the look I already created with this one. And again, I really do love these. That's why I went back and bought another one, and hopefully I'll be able to find all of their little trios and get them all, because they are very good for just $1. I have to say, definite thumbs up in my opinion. So be on the lookout for these beautiful little beauty benefit. This is what the box looks like. It's kind of a play off of Benefit Cosmetics. Naturally, that's the name, and it kind of has the same look. Hopefully you're going to be able to find them at a store near you. All right, I want to thank you so very much for watching. Remember, you were created for purpose, so go and be all you can be. I'll see you soon in the next video.